There's no surefire way to get kids enthusiastic about reading, but it never hurts to give them a rousing story packed with interesting details. That's what Anna Crowley-Redding tries to do.
Anna Crowley-Redding lives in Maine and is out with her 8th nonfiction book for young readers. It's called The Danger Files. It tells the stories of real-life man-made disasters and young people who were there when they happened, a subject she got interested in through her own kids.
Well, I have 2 little boys. Well, they're not so little anymore, but full of questions, and love disasters. So in feeding them more information about disasters, I realized I was kind of writing a book as I was answering their questions.
What I like about this book, which is aimed at young readers, is not just that it tells stories, but as you say, and as you structured it, you wanted to make this into sort of a detective hunt along the way.
I think, when children come to you with questions, I think it's such a great practice to ask them, well, how could you find out about that? Where could you turn? What source could you dig into? And so as I was having these conversations with my boys about these particular disasters, I realized that has to be a part of the book.
Let's just talk about a couple of the disasters that you write about in here. The Great Molasses Flood in Boston in 1919, just to abbreviate it a bit, a huge tank of molasses gave way. What happened then?
It bursts, and there are children playing nearby. It is with such a force. I mean, it's a 40-foot wave of thick molasses moving at 35 miles an hour.
Which is worth taking a moment to think about.
I know.
30 feet high of molasses moving at 35 miles an hour, faster than any person can run, rolling down the streets of a densely populated North End neighborhood.
I mean, it's like being hit by a refrigerator, really. And so it knocks houses off their foundations, firehouses off the foundation, pushing everything into the harbor.
What, in a nutshell, caused this disaster?
It was really shoddy construction in terms of how it was built, and people saw that it was leaking, but no one did anything about it.
Anna Crowley-Redding also writes about the German Zeppelin Hindenburg, which was landing in New Jersey in June of 1936 when disaster struck.
It burst into flames. Get it started. It's fighting, and it's crashing terrible. Oh my, get out of the way, please.
It took only seconds for the airship, fueled by highly flammable hydrogen, to become an inferno.
It's a terrific crash, ladies and gentlemen. The smoke and the flames now, and the flame is crashing to the ground, not quite to the mooring mast. Oh, the humanity.
The story is told through the eyes of a 14-year-old cabin boy who worked on the Hindenburg, who had flown across the ocean several times. We won't get into the details, but the way he escaped from it left me riveted.
It's miraculous, and I think when you look at this blow by blow, one wrong move, you're dead. One right move, you survive.
In looking at these disasters, you note what happened afterwards, what people learned from these terrible occurrences that led to new safety measures and better engineering and made a difference in our lives.
What is there to learn? What's the takeaway to do better and to create a safer world? And I like that part of these stories.
You've written several books for young readers, and I know one of the things you like to do is go to schools and talk to kids about the stories you've written about the stories they're interested in. What do you get out of that kind of engagement?
I just love it so much. I mean, one of the things I'd love to do is to bring my Emmy that I won when I was an investigative reporter, and I love to hold it up. Who knows what this is? All the hands go up. It's a trophy. And it is. And so to show kids, like, you can win the trophy in the thing that you most care about, and to teach them that their voice matters, sort of their intellectual curiosity matters. It's very exciting to work with them and to see the ideas and the writing that they produce. It's one of my favorite things about being an author.
Again, the name of Anna Crowley-Redding's new book for young readers is The Danger Files.
If you'd like to hear her talk about the book, she's got an event coming up at Print, a bookstore in Portland on Friday, November 21st.